Hello, good morning. I know I went over my timer there a little bit, but talked to my sister about plastering walls. Hello Wolfman, how are you? Good morning. Oh, let me turn the music down. There we go. Oh, is that enough? Maybe one more. Hello Laser Geek, how are you?
Laser Geek, that is a nice name.
It is, isn't it? They do like laser cutting stuff. It's really cool. I'll show you the Instagram. Boyf is here, being annoying as ever, so please excuse him.
I haven't said a thing.
I'm good, how are you? I'm good, thank you. I am very good. Wolfman says, hi Boyf.
Hello Wolfman.
He's drinking tea. I'm being healthier, so I'm not having tea. No, we just sound very British. He's drinking tea. I'm having juice because I'm being healthier. I will lose weight if it's the last thing I do. Kind of tea. Just normal English tea. What is it? PG Tips or something?
I don't know,
some crap one, apparently. There's your answer. It's wet, it's hot, it's sweet. It's good to go. Oh, we're full of British stereotypes here. The other week, every day I think, I had a cup of tea and some crumpets for breakfast. Just before the stream. It's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. Daniel!
You're a wizard, Harry.
Can I get some love and some dancing cats in the chat? Thank you very much, Daniel, for the sub. A resub for 18 months in a row. Are you crazy? I think Daniel is crazy. That is a long... That's like a year and a half. What? That's madness. Thank you so much, Daniel. How are you? I keep wanting to say how are you on this Monday because I didn't stream yesterday morning. Thank you very, very, very much for that resub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday morning, so apologies for that. But I did stream in the evening. I played the They Are Billions campaign. That was pretty fun. I was super tired. It's one of the reasons I don't stream in the evening. I have great plans to stream in the evening, and then it gets there, and I just want to go to bed. So.
There's the one that stays up till 4 in the morning.
But then I stay up till 4 in the morning. Yeah, but I'm like half asleep. It's not good for streaming, being like, ugh. I'm okay, thanks. Started work yesterday. How's it going? Is it good? I hope it's good. Why are you sniffing? You're really putting me off. You know that, right? It's very off-putting having boy here. Meanwhile, in the USA, we have nothing but burgers and steak, and we fry everything, and we all took down an XL Coke. Yes, exactly. You just get Coca-Cola injected straight into your veins through an IV, and eat nothing unless it's fried. What are you doing? Where?
Everywhere.
Well, maybe it might be worth checking. Okay. Will the boyfriend up banished to the cupboard of shame? Yes. Yes, he will. He's actually meant to be doing some... He reckons he's going to start cleaning in 15 minutes and clean some of the house for me while I'm streaming. We'll see how that goes. All of that. I'm not gonna poo-poo it. I'm gonna just say, I look forward to seeing what you do. Okay, so let's switch on over. My hands. So today we are giving Hagrid his beard. Although firstly I have to give him some hair. So like when we did her, we made kind of like a base, although this ended up being her whole hair. We have to make him a little cap so that when we attach the hair strands, you don't see his scalp underneath. It's going to be hair colour. So, do the noodle dance. Hi Snow, good morning. How are you? Let me sort out this webcam because I have already done it, but it appears the sunshine has come back. That's bananas. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Is that too dark now? A little bit. It's like too bright, too dark. Right, we'll go with that for now. I never made that into a sound effect. Okay, so I'm getting a sore throat. I can feel it. Kiddo was up all night last night coughing. So that's fun. And I think she's given it to me. There you go. Hollow Knight had acquired a cat hair. Hagrid, can you just like lay in McGonagall's lap for a second? What's happened to my arm? Oh. Get some bits out that I need. There you go. Work's going okay. It's odd working from home. Oh, I can imagine. Do you like have to go into an office at all? Or is it all from home? Do you have like a few days at home, a few days in the office, or? I would like to work from home. When we were talking about jobs and stuff, I was like, working from home would probably be the best solution for me, but it would definitely be something that I'd have to get used to, of like keeping myself motivated and to not just like go off and do something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Poor Mini Kitty, is she okay? Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. I think one of her friends has a really bad cough that's turned into a chest infection, and she's just caught the cough. So hopefully hers doesn't turn into any kind of infection. But yeah, she's good. Don't worry, she's fine. She's fine in herself. Tends to be just at night. I think when she lays down and starts to slow down, that's when it all starts up. So she's been fine this morning, kind of since she got up, really. I will do, Wolfman. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only a couple of weeks till school's out, and then she's going to be hanging with me like every stream, so get ready for that. You don't have an office yet. Ah, cool. Okay, so row 2, 6 single crochet increases. Ooh, nope, you don't go in there. Get out the Vicks. Yes. I don't think we have any, actually. That's a good point. We had like a Vicks menthol candle I found the other day, because I thought it was the vapor rub, and I was like, but it's not. It's a candle, apparently. Didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it is. But she gets coughs and colds and stuff all the time. It's not really anything thingy. And then they tell you to, like, unless it's really bad, don't bring them in unless they've had the cough for like 2 weeks. So it literally started last night, so I wouldn't, unless it got really bad, I wouldn't take her in. The only problem with her is she tends to when she gets a cough, it seems like every time she ends up coughing until she throws up, which isn't great. So I have to watch out for that. Because that's not nice. I will do, Wolfman, I will. Thank you. They do candles. We have one. It's like a... It might not actually be Vicks. It might be some off-brand menthol thing. But yeah, a candle. A menthol candle. I'm not sure where it is. Otherwise I'd bring it. I think I threw it. Right, hang on one sec. Let me just get my drink. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I shouldn't be surprised to make a candle for every smell nowadays. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I think, yeah, menthol candle. Oh, it's an air pure one that we have. Air pure. What are you doing? Never believe. Wolfman! What are you doing? It's just gonna keep doing the song. Even the podcast up. And your little gift thing has changed colour. It's not purple anymore. It's... Oh my goodness. That's the first ever sub bomb. You are the first sub bomber in my stream. Wolfman, thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. So Sparkly Bot, Scalanis, Revealing Too Much, Laser Geek, and Ice, enjoy your subs. Wolfman, thank you so much. Oh my goodness me. You're the first ever sub bomb. That is insane. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Wolfman. That's crazy. You are the first, and you have now a lovely blue present, bluey green present. That's so cool. Thank you so much. Everybody enjoy your subs and your emotes. Thank you, Wolfman. That's insane. I don't even know what to say. I'm here with Crochet on my table looking at menthol candles.
Rubbish, do we need to take it out?
No, I've done it. And you just... Oh my goodness. I love your face. Very much. Thank you so much. That's so very kind of you. Just looking at menthol candles as you do. I don't even know what to do. I know what to do. I'm just gonna give you no. Just there you go. More dancing cats. Thank you so much. That's insane. Thank you so much. That's crazy. My face is gonna hurt from smiling. I can feel it. my big old cheeks. I'll highlight it. My first ever sub bomb. Thank you so much. crazy. Crazy. And now everyone's got floof they can share around. Oh. Thank you, Wolfman. It's very, very sweet and very, very kind. And I appreciate the support a lot. Thank you very much. I don't know about deserving it. I'm a lady, fiddling yarn, looking up menthol candles, but... That's so, so cool. That's so cool. I love how the song just keeps going. It's just like, I'm just going to sing to you again and again and again. I can't believe the bot got one. I know! Now the bot can... I know. I think there's a way of, like, me... I think I can... I don't know whether it's only partners, but I think you can, like, let Twitch know that that's your bot and they'll give the bot a sub or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just a partner thing. Because I've tried to set up certain commands for the bot, but the bot can't do them because the bot doesn't have access to my emote. So I'm like, well, oopsie daisy. But now. It's insane. What are these emotes? Whose are these? Oh, I love that little one. Wolfman, what are you doing? Thank you so much for gifting another sub to Danny May's Beading. You're going to make me cry. You're going to break me today, Wolfman. I can feel it. I did not see my Tuesday going this way. Missed a few. No! Oh, God. It looks like the emotes are coming out of the Hollow Knight, and I love it. Wolfman, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Katezi. Oh my god. That is 8. You've gifted 8 subs in total in this chat. 7 today. Wolfman, thank you so, so much. That is crazy generous. Thank you so, so much. All of the love and the dancing cats in chat for Wolfman. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say, except thank you. It's like the first time in the history of me, I've never been speechless until now. And I'm trying really hard not to cry. Just want to make sure all the viewers got one. You are so sweet. Thank you so, so much. Now I can throw all the floof love hearts at Wolfman. Even Sparkly Bot. I'm not crying, you're crying. Cutting onions. He's cutting onions. Think boy's cutting onions. Oh my goodness. allergies, my hay fever. My hay fever's kicking off. Someone's just wafted a daffodil under me nose. You know when you think about what you've just said? Oh, I've lost my mind. Daniel! Oh my god. Actually gonna make me cry. Daniel, thank you so much for gifting a tier 2 sub to Wolfman. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. I can't. I can't even cope. Thank you so much. That emote is glorious. We need more loves. We need more dancing cats for Daniel. Thank you so much, Daniel. Wolfman, enjoy your Sam Hi emote. Oh my goodness. You guys are actually crazy. Daniel, thank you so much. All the loves, all of the dancing cats. You are a wizard. Daniel is very much a wizard. Actually, I have his thing. There we go.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Daniel. Oh god. I can't even pick up my crochet hook. Damn, Daniel. Had to add that joke. You gotta get the pun in there somewhere. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I can't even speak. This is just insane. Thank you guys so much. My goodness me. Whew. And I haven't had tea. I need tea. Damn, yo. He is a wizard, is our Daniel. And if you guys haven't, make sure you go and give him a follow. Twitch.tv/expired minotaur. Make sure you go give Daniel a follow. He is awesome. He's a wizard. What more is there to say? I'm going to lose my voice by the end of today. I can feel it. But thank you both so much. Thank you, Wolfman. Yeah, that is a link to Daniel. Checking him out. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. But thank you both so much. You're crazy generous. Thank you. One. Oh. Actually speechless. Don't know what to say. So how was everybody's Monday? I hope you had a good day yesterday and you're having a good Tuesday. One. 3. 2. 1. 2. 3. Thank you, Wolfman. That's very sweet. My Monday was good. Made a big sign. Ooh, is it on Instagram? I'm doing like this like creepy eyebrow thing when I say that. Is it on Instagram? I will see. I saw the table on Instagram, the like floppy disk table. That is so cool, like so freaking cool. If you guys haven't, make sure that you go and check out Laser Geek. I'll also put a link to the Instagram. It is so cool. There is a like floppy disk table, which is just so cool. Oh my god, how did I not see this before? There is a teapot, and in the steam, it says tea makes everything better. Tea does make everything better. Are you making it in a better wood soon? It looks so cool. Oh my god, the big sign is 60 centimeters by 115. Primed and ready for painting. What colours are you doing? Or is it secrets? There's Loopy's Instagram. Oh, hang on. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Ho, ho, it's magic. You know. Never believe it's not so. Sam Creep.
Snow! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the resub. 3 months! Thank you so much. Just gonna point at this for a second. Have to have the new emote. We unlocked the new emote slot! Oh my goodness! I don't even know what it's gonna be. I don't even have one for other tiers, let alone a second. Oh, so cool. Thank you so much. It's because of all... Oh my god, you're just crazy generous people. Thank you guys so much. A looping emote. Thank you guys so much, and thank you, Snow. Oh my god. I just don't even know what to say. I'm just... My mind's just been blown. And just... That's as much as you're gonna get. Yeah, the hay, it's the hay fever. Someone's what, waving that dandelion around. I'm okay. I'm okay. I can keep it together. Tell Voice to stop chopping onions. I will. Just pack it in. Danny, how are you, lovely? Yeah, sorry, Miss White Fox. It's just crazy this morning. The cute thing with the horns, this is a Hollow Knight. So we've been playing on a Wednesday. We play Hollow Knight, and it's such a brilliant game that I had looked for a pattern for one, and I found this, and he's super cute. He's quite small. There is a bigger one, but we made this last week, so he's a little Hollow Knight. And thank you, Wolfman, for letting Miss White Fox know before I could speak. Speechless is... I just... Thank you. He's very cute. He's a bit smaller than I thought he would be, but we used a smaller hook because my white yarn wasn't as thick as I would want it to be, and I didn't have the chance to go and, well, the only place I went and looked for white yarn had the same white yarn that I already had, so he's the smaller version. But I think he's a bit smaller than the smaller one, if that makes sense. But yeah, he's really cute, and it's a brilliant game. Savage Rich now scored for all! Doing alright, enjoying a relaxing morning before starting and cleaning. Nice. I'm glad, Danny. I'm trying not to, Wolfman. I'm really trying hard not to. That cry emote's so cute. I'm trying, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Boy's coming to all of our houses to clean. Yeah. I'm kicking him out because he keeps chopping onions in here and it's driving me mad. So we made, last week as well, we made Professor McGonagall. So here's Professor McGonagall, and today, this is going to be Hagrid. And today we're giving him his hair and his beard. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm making him a little wig cap thing. That's what we're going to do. Hagrid seems suspiciously slim. He's been on a diet. He's also not very tall. I actually think is he the same height as McGonagall? He should be, but he may be slightly smaller. So I don't know if he actually seems slimmer than McGonagall. So I think either he shrunk or McGonagall did a spell that went terribly wrong and now she's enormous. So she may have just accidentally made herself ginormous. Lipo, oh yeah, the beard will bulk him up. Yeah, the beard's quite bushy and I have to like pull the strands of the yarn apart to make it like extra fuzzy, so it should definitely beef him up a bit. I base all my knowledge of Harry Potter on your crochet, so. Well, then you're definitely getting an accurate representation of the movie. I mean, they have no noses or mouths, or ears, or fingers, for that matter. It's exactly how it was in the movie. And they just stare at you, never blinking. It's alright, it's going to freeze for a second. It's okay. There we go. Just freezes for a second because of the sound effect, but it's fine. We're in the money, the sky is sunny. The Hollow Knight there looked like he was dancing to that. Yeah, so the first thing I need to make is his hair. So we're going to kind of make a cap like this one, so that underneath his hair it looks like the same colour as So under his hair, his scalp is hair colour, not scalp colour, so you can't see through it. And then we're doing beard. That is the plan today. I wanted to do his beard first, but I need to do his hair first, really. Yeah, I'm going to see if there's any other patterns for anything else in Hollow Knight, because I'd love to make one of the little caterpillars. It's alright, Wolfman, don't worry. It didn't do it earlier when I did Wizard, so I just figured it was okay today, but apparently it just... Yeah, it should be okay now. I need to look into why it's doing it, because it drives me mad. Like I say, I used Wizard earlier and it was fine. And that normally makes it freeze for a bit, so... If it says you're offline, if it still says I'm offline, give it a refresh, because I am here. Yeah, thanks, Wolfman. Yeah, I'd love to make one of the little caterpillars. I've seen that you can get plush, like caterpillars, like plushies, and they make the noise that the caterpillars make. I need to see where I can buy them from, because I want one so bad. But like maybe some of the other little bugs, like the little beetle, and like some of the other guys, some of the bosses and stuff, I thought would be really cool in Crochet. I thought that'd be cool. And I mean, if some of them don't have patterns, I can always try and make it up myself. Yeah, I refreshed, I assumed it was my internet. Yeah, it sometimes does this. I don't know why. I'm going to get Boyf to look into it. But it's been doing this for like as long as I can remember. With some of the sound effects, the first time you use them, it freezes the stream. And then it's fine again after that. It's really weird, and I don't know why it does it. It used to do it with Wizard, but it doesn't do it with Wizard anymore by the looks of it, but it seems to do it with Money. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because of where the sound effects are, like which hard drive the sound effects are on, if they're on like a weird hard drive that it's having trouble reading from quickly. I don't know. I don't know how it works, so I'm gonna get him to look at it. Yes, the caterpillars. I would love to make one. Hollow Knight caterpillar. I don't want one. I want, look, oh my god, you can get a plushy one as well. Of like a Hollow Knight. Oh, talking grub plush. Oh, he's so cute. And he'll make the cute noises. Crochet. Someone's got to have crocheted this. 2 free amigurumi patterns for Hollow Knight. Oh, this is like Pinterest. Could try to do Hornet. Yes! There is a Hornet one! Oh, someone's just made it. And is selling it for €50. But I could, yeah, the Hornet, I think the Hornet would be super cool with the skirt. Somebody here has done Hornet and done the old Hollow Knight, the grumpy one. And it looks really cool. So this is definitely something that we can do. I'm going to have like a shelf of Harry Potter crochet, a shelf of Hollow Knight crochet. It's going to be glorious. But yes, that's a very good suggestion, Snow. That'll definitely be one that I can do. For sure. What do you get when a cat eats leaves? A caterpillar! Welcome back, Miss White Fox. Apologies for that. It should be fine now. I need to change the joke of the day. Just don't tell anyone it's the same. All the things, yes. This is why I had to take Pinterest off my phone for a while, because I had so many things and projects saved that I wanted to do. That I'm just like, I need to stop. Even in the pattern, so I have a pattern like channel on Discord where I post all the patterns that I find that I think either people will like or that I know I'm going to do, so it's easy to find them for everyone. And even half of them in there I've never had time to do. I'm just like, I need more time. I hate these spewy guys. I do hate the spewy guys. That was the nice thing about the campaign. At least up until the point we got to, there was no spewy guys. I did enjoy getting back into the Orbillions yesterday. It was really interesting with like the fortresses and stuff, which is a really different way of playing. And like throwing grenades, which were so amazing. I really like the grenades. Pinterest is the internet version of a hoarder. It is. It is. At the moment, mine is like that drawer that you have in the kitchen where if something doesn't have a place, it goes in there. So it's just full of stuff that you're never going to use. That's my Pinterest at the moment. And I'm trying to change that and actually do some of them. I'm trying. But I don't really follow people on Pinterest either, which is something that I want to start doing. I like seeing what other people's boards and stuff they put together are. So if anybody has a Pinterest, let me know and I shall give you a follow. Because there's so much stuff on Pinterest. I feel like it's quite easy to miss really cool stuff. Okay, so round 6 is 4 single crochets and an increase. Oh, I just wanna... Oh, okay, I'll redo that stitch as well. Go 1. 2, 3, 4. Is it follow age? I don't remember what it is. I don't know why. I don't know what you can use. I can add, apparently, I can add a command in. It used to do it automatically, I'm sure. Hang on. Oh, I think I can... Hang on, let me see this. If you have BTTV, you can use /followed. Ah, I knew there was something that had it already in... in there. Right, let's try that. No? Okay, let me... Oh, I need to put the exclamation mark in. I just copied this one off Google. There you go, I set up a command for it. Could do exclamation mark follow age. It's reading some API or something. I followed this channel since a user cannot follow themselves. Hey! I just googled Ankbot follow age like command or something because chatbot that I use, which is the Streamlabs chatbot, used to be Ankbot. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's reading from some API or something. There you go. February 13th, 2007. My God, over 2 years ago. Apparently it's 6:24 p.m. Who knew? I like that it tells you the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or is that just the time now? No, that can't be the time now. Maybe it is. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Hang on, let me. Longer than that. I can see what thing this is using. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, now I can't find it. Man's Dance. Oh, here it is. So it's reading from some. It's like an API web address. I don't know how it works, but crunchprank.net. Twitch followed my channel user. I'm guessing it's just one of those that you can look up yourself, because you can type in like how long have I followed someone, and you can put you and a channel into like a website thing and it'll tell you how long you followed them for. So I'm guessing it's just like reading one of those websites basically. I think. I don't know how long ago it was. Seems like longer than that though, doesn't it? Although I know with some of them, because I think mine with Lilac is a little bit off, because I remember there was a point where we were making a bot, or we were seeing if her bot would redo the like follow alert if we unfollowed and followed again straight away. So mine isn't, like mine on Lilac's isn't correct, because I remember unfollowing her and then following her again to try that out. So unfortunately mine's not right. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's okay, Miss White Fox. Don't you worry at all. Baking cookies sounds amazing. What kind of cookies are you baking? Oh, I would love some cookies right now. I'm on like a health kick thing. I want to lose weight. I've wanted to for a while, and I did. I lost a couple of stone at the beginning of the year and then stopped. And so I want to start again. And I'm like, I feel like summer's a pretty good time to do it, because like this time of year, I don't want to eat big like stews and stuff like that. I want to eat a lot of salad because it's hot. So I feel like it's a good time to do it. But it's not very helpful when Boyf's off, because he wants to go out for dinner, and I feel really awful being like, well, we can go, but like he wanted to go for fish and chips yesterday. And I was like, I'll come with you, but I'm not going to eat any. And I felt really awful. So, and he's bought like treats for the week. I'm like, yeah, you can eat them. I'm just not going to eat them. But I mean, good. It'll be worth it in the end. Yes, don't let the cookies burn. Definitely not. They'll be like marble cookies. They sound amazing. They sound so, so good. I watched a funny video actually yesterday. It's a guy called Barry Lewis, and he's just got like a cooking channel kind of thing on YouTube. And it's really interesting because he tries out all these hacks and he like he tests out like all these weird gadgets and stuff. It's really quite cool. And last night I watched a video where, because we'd suddenly got some hot weather, he was trying out one of these hacks. I think it's on like a Troom video or something, where they put cookie dough on a baking tray and then leave it in like the front of the car in the sun. And apparently if you leave it for an hour, the hack was you leave it in your car for an hour in the sunshine, and when you get back in your car, the cookies will be baked. He left it for like 2 hours. Spoiler alert. He left it for 2 hours. They weren't cooked. But, I mean, they were like half done. And he did it with chips too, which was quite interesting. But I was like, oh, cookies. Barry is awesome. He is. I love his videos. I love that he still has the same outro. On your level play yet? Or maybe your date. I like it. Do fish and chips taste better in the UK than American fish and chips? I wouldn't know. I haven't had American fish and chips, but I would assume that they do. I don't know. It depends. Like, do you have like chippies in America, like chip shops for fish and chips, or would you just, I'm guessing you just kind of get it in a restaurant, right? Or like a seafood restaurant by the sea, you'd have fish and chips. We have like chippies where everything is fried, including battered Mars bars. They will fry it for you. And it is just delicious. So good. I love chippy chips. So they're like, I don't know, they're just soft and they're fried and they're greasy and they're just amazing. I love chippy chips. Yeah, but the only American fish and chips I've had was at Epcot. Oh. No, I've never had any. But the fish and chips in the UK are very delicious. I'm trying. We're going back into town, I think, later in the week, and I'm like, the chip shop. Do they come in newspaper sheets? They used to. A lot of them now have, like, it's grease-proof paper kind of stuff, paper stuff, but they'll have, it's like printed to look like a newspaper sheet rather than using actual newspaper. But they still get wrapped in paper. A lot of them, if you just buy like a portion of chips, it will just come in paper. If you order something with like a burger or something, they'll put it in a carton and then wrap it in paper. Yeah, it's not like actual paper, I think, because of maybe the ink they use in newspapers, and it's not like the most absorbent for all the grease. Because the paper they use isn't like grease-proof paper, at least it doesn't feel like it. Some paper thing, I don't know what it is. I prefer authentic cuisines rather than the Americanized stuff. It's not the same. Yeah. I can see that, definitely. It's like if you're gonna have something, you want you want the authentic one as well to compare, contrast, taste, delicious. Health and Safety says, don't eat British food. Though even. just, yeah, stay away from the newspapers. But we do use newspapers to clean windows. Or at least my nan still does. And my mum. And I still do sometimes. Newspapers are good for cleaning windows. Best part of living in a beach fishing town, we have 5 fish and chip shops. We have one quite close to us, and then there's like a couple in town. But there's like a proper fish and chip shop. There's like one proper one. The rest are kind of like they're more like a takeaway. So they do fish and chips, but they also do like burgers and pizzas and kebabs. I mean, the proper fish and chip shop does as well, but oh no, it's not the same. It's not as good. It's like they're known for their fish and chips, not for the other things that they do, if you know what I mean. It's like they sell other things, but fish and chips is their speciality. I think there's 4 here, only 2 good ones. We have like loads of takeaways around us though. There's 2 Chinese takeaways on the same street, pretty much. And then there's like, there's a Domino's not too far. And then there's like other independent little takeaways, like there's like 3 of them, I think, that do like, you know, the pizzas and stuff. There's quite a lot of them. We have a Red Lobster. I get a dish called the Ultimate Platter. Ooh, what's on that? What's the one that we go to that's a Lobster Pot. That's the one. Lobster Pot, but they don't sell lobsters. As far as I know. That's like a chippy. I get a 3-meat platter at a local barbecue. That's something that Boyf wanted to try soon, is like a proper barbecue place, because we've never really been to one. My hometown is just full of takeaways, hairdressers and beauty places. Oh yeah. My hometown right now is full of cafes and charity shops. That's all that keeps popping up. Shops keep leaving and it's either another cafe or another charity shop. One we go to is across the road from the main jetty in town, so you can watch the boats unloading while your food cooks. Oh, that sounds really cool. That sounds nice. That'd be a nice place to sit. That's part of the experience as well, is having fish and chips at the seaside. You get your fish and chips, you have a bag of warm, freshly made donuts covered in sugar. So good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charity shops, they don't need to pay rates so they can take bigger places. Is that what it is? Well, that's what's taking over the town. Charity shops and cafes. I didn't realise that they didn't have to pay rates. That obviously makes sense with them being a charity, but it's interesting. How does newspaper work cleaning windows? Newspapers are dirty. It's just what my nan always used and my mum used and I've used sometimes. It's more for like drying the window. So my nan would spray like, she'd use water, I think with a little bit of vinegar in it. And then she'd use the newspaper to like dry the water off and like buff it. Yeah, they're great for drying the windows. They like you'd buff all the smears out with your newspaper and dry them with it. I don't do it very often because we never have newspapers. Like you don't get them. Where when I was little, you'd get like a weekly newspaper posted through your letterbox that was like the local newspaper that was free and stuff. So you always had newspapers, whereas now we don't. And I don't really go out and buy newspapers because I can find everything I need online. So I don't really have them, unfortunately. But leaves no traces. It's great. Yeah, exactly. Like I say, my grandma always used to do it, and my mum does. So it seems to work really well. I think you use vinegar and dry with newspapers as it doesn't leave streaks. Yeah, I knew it was something to do with streaks and vinegar. My area was a small town, and it got annexed by the city shops. Oh, closed bar. Oh. Shops closed, bars open. I see. It's not... I mean, we have a lot of, like... There's a lot of bars in town, to be fair. But I think they've always been there. There's always been a very big nightlife and night scene around here. Had a photography studio on a high street. It became surrounded by charity shops because no one wanted to pay the stupidly high rates. Aww. Like, I enjoy charity shops. I like having a look around and finding bargains and stuff. But I also do like to see other shops as well. So it's a shame when, like you say, other things won't. Because because it's just some of the rates that I don't know because it's not something I've looked into, but I know my friend owns a fancy dress shop, and I know that where she is, she was like, I'd love to be like more in a place where I'd get more foot traffic, but it's just the rates are just mad that they want to try and charge. But we have cafes and thrift shops. Yeah, cafes and charity shops. So it's going 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't mind a good mooch around a charity shop and then a cup of tea in a cafe. Sounds like a lovely Saturday to me. 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5. I figured I'd better do some crochet because otherwise this is never getting done. But in America, Wolfman, do you have like little thrift shops or are they all enormous? Because I've watched a few people doing what's her name? Graveyard Girl. I've watched her do like thrift shop, like follow me around. And all of your thrift shops seem like ginormous. Whereas ours are like the same size as every other shop. Like they're just like little shop sizes. Two, 3, 4, 5. My area is more of a small town. Ah, okay. I don't know. She's in like, it's Graveyard Girl in like Texas, I think. Austin or Houston, something like that. But yeah, the ones she seems to go to are always like massive. Although from what I've been told from like when my friends have been over to America and stuff, like a lot of your stores are massive. Like your supermarkets and stuff are really big. Compared to ours, and I mean, I thought ours were pretty big, but it might just have been where she was, though. Obviously, that's very generalizing because I'm sure there are smaller ones too. It's kind of that, I guess, stereotype of like everything's bigger in America. What killed the street for me was when one of the drug addict charities set up a drop-in place for their clients. The street became a lot more dangerous due to dealers targeting the area. Oh, that's awful. It's horrible that like they try and do something good and set up like a drop-in clinic, like a drop-in place for clients and stuff, and then some people just, as you say, target it and just turn it around, and they're trying to help people. I'm from the UK and also feel like the USA is way bigger shops. Yes, I've never been to America, but it's what I've been told when my friends have gone and stuff. I like watching a lot of like American YouTubers doing like follow me around. I like watching anybody that's not in the UK doing a follow me around because I just think it's really interesting looking at like your shops and stuff and what kind of things you can buy and how everything is. It's just very interesting. Dreaming in Ada, thank you very much for the host. Used to it for the social work, Phil was used to it. So hard. You're trying to do so good. So like you're trying to do some good for the community and for people, and then others just take advantage of it and use it for their own Awfulness. Is it still like that now, or like has it? Did they stop the drop-in or whatever to try and stop it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Don't forget, if you've got Twitch Prime, there is new Twitch Prime loot. So I got, there's 4 games. For the King, The Escapists, Cultist Simulator, and Ukulele. So make sure you grab those if you have Twitch Prime. Oh, I think my little thing is wrong. My little sub thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really depends on the town and city. More urban, small you get. More into the city, the bigger the shops seem. That's my experience. Yeah, I can imagine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here they're all pretty much the same. Unless you go to like a shopping centre, then the shops are huge. Or like an outlet. Then they tend to be huge shops, but by and large they're kind of the same everywhere. Still like that, closed my studio 6 months ago. Oh, won't go into a rant about the state of professional photography. Oh. I'm sorry about that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've seen one like professional photography studio around here that isn't a chain one, and that's the only one I've seen. The rest of those, it's not even professional photography. What is it now? It's called like, is it Clicks or something? I can't remember what it's called, but I see them everywhere. It's not really professional photography. They just kind of, it's not like a photography studio. Max Spielman, that's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of. Which I think they try and be, because I remember taking my little girl in when she was really tiny for like a photo shoot, but it's not really. They just take a couple of pictures and then that's it. It's not like the proper like photo shoot, you know, professional photography thing that you'd expect. It allowed me to set up a workshop and have a giant CNC, so it's all good. Well, I'm glad it worked out. Where's the angry emote? Grr. I don't know actually. I've had a crab. Apparently called butter sauce. Here you go. Here's an angry crab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. If we get to the end of this and this is correct, then some crochet god is aiding me today. Oh my god. Okay. You guys have either given me some crazy crochet look or like some crochet juju. I don't know how that was correct at the end of that. A bit like the school photographers. Yeah, it's a franchise where they give you a little training and you just have the same settings for everything. No creativity, no understanding of lighting. Exactly. And they tried to like zhuzh it up by putting her on like a fluffy rug. She's just having none of it. I see a lot more of it now than when like she was little. When she was little, you didn't really... When I was little, you used to have a photographer to come to your house. And I have a set of very, very embarrassing photos that I'll never show anyone. Where a photographer came to our house and set up like backdrops and stuff and took pictures, like family photos of us all. And then... So I didn't want to do that with her. So we went there because my sister had been there and got a few pictures done. But nowadays people do like full on like cake smashing like photo shoots for when their kids like 1, and they do a lot of like baby photo shoots and stuff. Which I don't remember really being a thing when she... I mean, it probably was for some people, but in my circle of friends it wasn't anything that kind of we knew about or anyone had done. And like the one that I see that's close to me, kind of close to me, but the one that I know of, all their pictures in the front of their store is, a lot of them are like that kind of like baby newborn shoots. That's kind of what they... I mean, they have a couple of, but most of the pictures are the baby newborn kind of shoots. Newborn market is huge, yeah. Though I just mostly find it's babies in hats. It is! And a lot of crocheted hats, might I add. But yeah, it is. Yes! I mean, I'm sure that they're very comfy, but it doesn't look comfy when they're like, and they've got them all like this. I mean, they're newborn. They've been in like a belly. You know, they've had all their knees up round their head. But I'm like, oh, just... And then they like squid them all up like that. And they look like a little, like... Oh, just like, let them stretch. I know babies like being swaddled. And I know they don't have them in it for long. I don't know. This is why I don't do newborn photography. That and a plethora of other reasons. Some of them are very cute, don't get me wrong, but yeah, some of it I'm just like, Just not my thing. Some people love that stuff, but not my thing. What scares me is that there's some photographers who do it without any real knowledge of safety. A lot of the images you see are photoshopped, but not everyone realises this and puts the children in danger. Yeah, that's what always worries me sometimes, because some of the stuff they put on them looks, I mean, as you say, a lot of it's photoshopped, but some of it does look really tight and stuff, and it does worry me. And like you say, you'd want to make sure that you were doing it with someone who actually knew what they were doing. Not just someone who had a camera and was like, I can do that. Let me wrap your baby up in a scarf and put a daisy on its head and stick it in a bucket and it'll be fine. Especially with such tiny newborns. Okay, Okay, so right now we are doing rows 9 to 14. I've just had a look on my dashboard and for some reason it's saying that I have 14 sub points, not 15. But my thing here, my sub thing says 15. My sub goal. So I don't know where that's pulling that from. But that's okay. We're still very, very close to the sub goal. I don't know why it's different. I don't know if I can like refresh. I should be able to refresh its cache. I can't. It just says end goal. Oh, visual set. Hang on, source. It's still saying 15. But my Twitch is saying 14. Odd. Twitch can take time to update. Oh, okay. To see. We're still like insanely close. Like, even if it's wrong, even if my little sub goal's wrong, we're still only one away, which is just madness. My misery subset might mess it up. No, it should have. It shouldn't be. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Because you can like click for it to include resubs or not include resubs. And that always kind of freaked me out. I mean, it's saying we're only one away, so it's not like completely out, but still very awesome. I'm still so excited. It's so cool. Ooh. Miss White Fox, thank you very much for the follow. It's just in case I need to like, I just thought I'd check. Because obviously I need to decide what emote to get. And I wanted to, and then I just realised, so I wanted to make sure that the sub goal thing was correct and stuff. Because if it's not, it'll have to try and figure out why it's not, if you know what I mean. Just want to make sure that it's right. Because I don't want to like keep using it or use it again and it be wrong every time, because that's just going to be annoying. I wonder if I think hang on, I can edit it. It's more for, yeah, it's more for if I want to do it again. Right, if I don't include resubs. It still says 15 if I put don't include resubs. It still says 15. So I don't know what is wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong with it. Lurking while I grab some food. Enjoy. I hope you're having something delicious. Don't know what I'm going to have for lunch today. Do 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 do. What is everyone doing with the rest of their day, the rest of their Tuesday? Working? I don't know, partying on a Tuesday, making cookies. I don't know what we're doing with the rest of the day. Lunch after the stream, and then I've got a couple of hours till the school run, so probably going to help Boyf clean for a bit, I would have thought, depending on how much he's got done. It's still really warm here. It's windy outside, but it's still warm enough that you can just go out in like a t-shirt. So probably end up going out for a little bit. Where's my music? So I think every time I've done this, well, the one time that I've done this cap, I didn't make it as big as it told me. Because it was going to be too big. So, we shall try this on Hagrid. I want to get his beard going. I really wanted to do his beard today. You alright, Loopy? Restaurant for a birthday? Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, it does need to be bigger. Sounds very good. What kind of restaurant? I think one day this week we're going to go, as long as the weather's nice, we're going to go down to the pub as well, which will be quite nice. I'll have my water. But I did see in the news that apparently we're meant to be getting a second heat wave. At least in the northwest. So that should be interesting. Nervous though because I'm in Germany and I'm nervous to order that. Ooh. Not sure. What are you doing? What? You look like a little mountain lion perched on there like that. What are you doing? What are you up to? Loops is sniffing, trying to get behind the sofa for whatever reason. It's pushed up against the wall so he can't get behind there because there's like the there's a water pipe behind the sofa with like the, I think it's the stopcock to turn the water off. At least we think that's what it is. There's a big tap anyway thing behind the sofa, so we don't let him go down there. But there's something down there that's piquing his interest. I'm just looking around because Boyd's been cleaning and the room actually looks really, really good. He's done a really good job. I'm impressed. I don't think he can hear me. He's cleaning upstairs. I can hear him banging around. How is it only just 11 o'clock? I've only been live an hour and a half. It feels like I've been live for ages. Hello, Sarah. Welcome to the stream. I don't need overlays and panels, thank you. I have them. They're all fine. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing, Snow. I was reading it and I was like, Pretty sure that's just pulling in, I'm gonna time it out so I don't have to read it. It's just pulling in the whatever, because it's literally my channel title, so that's what gave it away, was the word for word channel title. I've never had a bot like that, like a bot. I've had trolls every now and then. I've never had like a bot. It's an interesting one. I'm guessing to promote their banner making business. Glorious, I'm sure. Oh, also, for anyone that didn't see, I saw on Twitter, I believe, that they are keeping the Pride emotes. So the emotes that you unlocked last month during Pride Month, I believe it's called. I don't know if it has a particular name, a proper name. No, it is just Pride Month. I didn't know if it had a different name. Yeah. So during Pride Month, when people cheered, you could unlock emotes. And I'm pretty sure I did see a tweet saying that people were... They did like a petition, I think. People were signing it to keep the Pride emotes after Pride. And I think Twitch said yeah. So... Well, they must have done because I still... I was going to say they must have done because I still have them and it's now July, but it's only the 2nd. So yeah, you should have those, which is cool. But I really wish I'd got the... I wanted the other wing. I know Mr. MKD was looking for this wing and I needed the wing that he's got. You can still get them too. Speak of the devil. Hello, Mr. MKD. How are you? You've got the other wing. Way. Thank you for the 100 bits, Daniel. And I got the tiger. The lion, not tiger. It's a lion. Thank you, Daniel, for the 100 bits. I didn't know you could still get them. That's so cool. Mr. MKD got the other wing. Okay, so I feel like this is big enough. See, if I did like 2 more rows, it's just going to be... like really far down, and... I can put some of his hair onto like the skin coloured bits. It's not going to be an issue, but so we'll leave it at this. This is a good enough little wig cap for him. So we'll finish it off. Give it a long tail. Oh, I like the little cheers one. That one's cool. Very cool. Oh, you have the same wing as me. Oh, and the little confetti lion. Oh, they're so cute. think Boyce put the fan on. Sounds like it, anyway. It's working so hard, he's had to put the fan on. Watch it not be, it just be like the washing machine or something. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I'm just sewing this in just a little bit, only so that it doesn't undo in the middle. I wouldn't want this to undo at any point. It's not really like properly sewn in, it's just to keep it out of the way. Oh, more emote explosions. Was that the same explosion just carrying on? I don't know how long that lasts. Forever. Okay. So now I'm just going to sew this little cap on. Oh, I made this piece of yarn way too long. Oh. Sorry, Hagrid. The Requiem Rose, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Apologies if I said your name wrong. Come on, I want to get putting Hagrid's beard on. This is what I was excited for this morning. Beard time. Said it correctly. Yay! I'm glad. That doesn't happen very often. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Need to change my title. It's false advertising right now. Doing Hagrid's hair. Sewing on his cap. Should be the title. But I'll still do his beard before his hair. So I need to cut pieces into 20cm lengths. Okay. And then yeah. Although it doesn't say anything about trimming it afterwards, although we may do, because I don't want them to be too long. Not like the what's his face? The Papa Smurf that I made, whose beard was longer than his body to the floor. I think the next Harry Potter character I'd like to make would probably be Dumbledore. He's Kiddo's favourite, so I think she wants me to make him next. Just woke up, but good. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm very, very good. Having a very lovely Tuesday. Tuesday morning. Getting hungry though. There we go. This is nearly sewn on. I'm glad I didn't make it any bigger. Really, it tells me to do 3 more rounds of single crochet, which I just think would be way too much. Like that thickness there, that's 3 rows. So imagine that again. I think it'd just be too much. And the hair that I'm adding is going to be split so that it's slightly wavy anyway. So it's going to be pretty bushy, so I don't think it's going to need too much extra. Oh! Snagged his arm. Okay, so that's that done. Sew it through, tie it off, weave in the end, all that good stuff. You know how this party goes. There we go. Cool. Just thread it through. I can actually use this for some of the threads, so I can put this stuff away. There's only one more thing I think I need to make for him. He needs a jacket, and then I have to give him a little belt, a coat, that's it, and then just a little belt, but should be easy. So now it is beard time. I'll do his hair, actual hair later, and thankfully on the bottom of my little board I have a ruler, so then I can just do it like this. Oops, apparently that was a bit short. Doesn't matter because it's going to be all scraggly and we're going to trim it and stuff anyway, so I'm not too fussed if they're not perfectly the same length. Hey, that worked out perfectly! Don't know how many we're going to need, so I'll just do a bunch right now, and then just see how we go. Do you stretch your hands before working on a project? I know when I work in a tighter gauge that my hands gauge that my hands tend to hurt if I don't. Yeah, and I do it like mid project as well, and like after a stream I'll do a load of stretches on a crochet stream anyway. I'll make sure that I stretch my hands and my shoulders, because my shoulders tend to hurt because of the position that I have to sit in, so that you guys can see it under the camera. I have to kind of hunch forward a little bit, so I have to make sure that every now and then I sit up straight and stretch out my shoulders and do all my hands. It's important. It's definitely important. And any of these that if I make too many for the beard, it's not a problem because they're going to go on his hair anyway. The only thing that is a bit of a problem is I did forget to extra stuff his neck. So I don't want to put too much hair on him because I don't want him to have a wobbly neck. So probably not going to do every stitch with a bit of hair on his head. It's probably going to be like every other, which when I kind of like separate it out with a needle to make it wavy and give him that kind of almost, you know, scruffy beard look, it should cover all the gaps and it'll look fine. Right, I think that'll do for now. I get too carried away. So, I need to do his beard. Okay, so what they've kind of done, I think it's 2 rows. How many rows under his eyes have they gone? 1. So there's them. So they've done it here. So like here. So directly under his eyes. So we stick the hook in. Get one. Fold it in half, make a loop. Put the loop on the hook. Pull it through. And then what I would normally do is do it with the hook. Pull the 2 threads that are on this side now through the loop. And then you just pull it and it's attached. So yeah, that looks about right. And then I do it around every stitch. And I'm also going to do it the row below as well, I think. And I'll give them an extra pull when I separate them out to make them a little bit more wavy, just to make sure they're attached properly. Hi, Loopy. Big cat butt. Just making his way past. He wants the treats. Those tuna treats, he is obsessed. I've never seen him react to treats like that. I might try and give him some actual tuna. He's had like chicken and stuff before, but he's never eaten tuna. I know you have to be careful and not give him too much, but a little bit as a treat every now and then I'll be fine. To see how he reacts. Probably get addicted to tuna. That'd be a new one. My cat's addicted to tuna, help me. He kind of looks like Cthulhu. Or something like that. Not Cthulhu, what's the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean? The one that's got like the tentacle beard. That's what it reminds me of. Is he from Pirates of the Caribbean, the tentacle beard guy? It's been a long time since I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean. And Kiddo, oh my god, Kiddo was watching a Zoidberg. Yes, it does. Kiddo was watching someone play with Harry Potter dolls yesterday, like a YouTube video, and she was so confused because the girl pronounced Hermione Hermione. She was like, but mummy, it's Hermione. I was like, but I don't know, some people pronounce things differently, remember? And she's like, I know, but it's Hermione. It's not Hermione. Davy Jones. Down in Davy Jones's locker. Yeah, that's the one. That must be what I mean. I watched one of the newer ones the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't as good. It was on Netflix, I believe. I didn't watch all of it, so it wasn't as good. I think so. Oh, you mean Hermione? Oh. You'd call her Hermione. I think the kid she was watching was American, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. Because it wasn't quite an American accent, but I think she was American. I've just never heard anyone pronounce it like that, and obviously neither had she, so she was like, what? Hermione. You wouldn't really roll the R, I would assume, but I like to. Hermione. That's not me trying to do a French accent before anyone says. That is not. That's just... I like rolling R's. Like Mordor. Hagrid. Oh gosh, he looks like he's been in some kind of terrible seaweed accident. Brown seaweed. Someone published Pirates of the Caribbean manga. It was not good. Oh no. Oh no. That's a shame. Okay, so it needs to go down to his belly. So I'm going to snip it a little bit, maybe to the one that's the shortest here. I'm not going to snip it as short as I really want it. Although maybe that is. No, it's still a bit long. Because I can trim it again once I've pulled it out. Now, I should be able to do this with a needle. I've not actually done this before. Because normally I just brush it out. We may want another row, but for now, this should be okay. So I think if I use my needle, I can just kind of poke it in there, and maybe actually just twirling it the wrong way will do it. Yes. So each like thread of yarn is made up of like, well, each thread of yarn is made up of 3 strands, and I want to separate them at least a little bit to give it that kind of scraggly look. It's basically what we're going for. I'm wondering whether my brush would be able to do this a bit better. I don't want a fluffy beard. That's the only thing. I don't want it to fluff, which is what can happen when you brush it. That's how you fluff it. I just want it to be a little bit scraggly. It's going to take a long time. You know what? I'm going to get my brush and I'm going to try it on some of these, and I'll see if it's quicker. And if it even works. The cat brush that's never been used on a cat. He has his own brush. Gosh, it's very dark, isn't it? Hang on. Still dark. There you go, that's a bit better. Apparently the last thing I used this on was some white yarn. Oh god, now everything's bananas. That I never took off apparently. You leave that alone, you. I see ya. You just try it on a piece. If I just do like... Okay, let's get a couple pieces. Oh, I'm brushing it the wrong way. That would help. So I don't want it to fluff. I just want it to pull apart a little bit. I think it's going to make it fluffy before it pulls it apart. Yeah, it's just kind of making it fluffy rather than pulling it apart, unfortunately. Don't worry, the scraps go to a good place. I've got a scrap jar, they go in there and then they get used for things like stuffing in other projects. So I'm just going to sit here and do this. Actually, it's not too bad, it's quite relaxing. And then once this is done, I can give it a final trim. There we go. We can also see if this is enough as well, whether we need to do, because I can do some between these two rows or do another row. This might be something that I do like in an evening. It'd be quite nice to do while I'm playing RuneScape or something, not paying much attention. I think the easiest way actually is to untwist it and then pull it. Yeah, I think so. There we go, we're getting scraggly. The only time so far I've ever wanted to make something look scruffy. Hopefully it'll look pretty good when it's done. Thankfully I think he's the only one with this kind of beard, so, and hair. To do his hair like this as well. Thank goodness. Oh god, what about Dumbledore's? Is his like this? I hope not. There we go. So hopefully when I go into town on Thursday, I'll grab some felt in the right colours and we can finish off the stitch amigurumi. I'm also going to try and grab a felting needle while I'm there so that I can felt it. Maybe even see if they've got some kits. I know I saw that one online that I never got around to purchasing. So maybe I'll do that instead. But I definitely need to go and get the felt in the first place in the right colours because I don't have them. And I'll try my best to stay away from the yarn. There's no promises. Okay. Not actually too bad if you untwist it first. It's really soft actually as well. Like surprisingly soft. I don't think hers is as untwisted as this. Mine's a bit more untwisted than hers. What has she... oh, what has she said? Split yarn to make it wavy, that's all it says. Okie dokie. Come on. There we go. Do 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 do. Even just taking out one of them, leaving the other two might be another way of doing it. Oh, I missed one. I think taking out one strand and leaving two actually works quite well as well. Gives it a bit more of a look like hers, I think. Not that I want it to look exactly the same, but I think you only missed a U out of it. That was a good spelling. I think you just missed a U. Hang on. I want to try amigurumi, but I just started about 2 months ago. I think it's looking a bit harder than normal crochet. I think the first things I did were amigurumi. They can be a bit tricky, especially some of the smaller stuff, but I kind of think of it as it's still only like single crochets. Like this whole guy was just single crochets. It's just decreasing and increasing in different places that gives it the shape. And there's some that are a lot simpler than others. I did a load of Pokemon amigurumi by, who are they by? 53 Stitches. They were actually pretty simple. Like quite, not easy. Well, yeah, I guess easy. But the patterns are quite simple too, because it was just like you made a ball for the head, a little kind of 2-bit for the body, and then it's just little arms and legs. So it was quite, it didn't have loads of different bits and bobs to it. It wasn't like the Hollow Knight was a bit more complicated because you had to do the little tiny ends and then join them together to do this. And then the same with his legs, and that's the same thing with these, is you make them and then you actually join them together with crochet and then keep crocheting around, which is a little bit more complicated. Finding ones where you just sew everything together are definitely a bit easier to begin with, but once you start going, you'll be well on your way. As with a lot of things, it's just practice. It's just practice. So one of the things I like about crochet is that it's very easy to, like, if you do a stitch wrong, it's very easy to just pull it out and do it again. If you do a row wrong, it's very easy to just undo it and do it again. That's what I really like. It's one of the reasons why I struggled with knitting for so long, like getting kind of excited about doing knitting, because it was like you dropped a stitch and it always seemed like such a pain to pick it back up with like a crochet hook, and you have to thread it through. And then if I ever did anything wrong at the time, I found it impossible to undo it. Whereas now I know how to do it, but at the time I didn't, and it used to stress me out, something rotten. It's just practice. And you can find very simple things for amigurumi. A good one would be something with a very simple shape. So like we did a jelly cat, and the main shape is literally just a ball, and then you make ears and a tail on it, basically. There's a Junimo from Stardew Valley. If you play Stardew Valley, that's pretty simple, I think. But if you look on things like Pinterest, that tends to be where I go. You can probably put in like, hang on, let me look. Yeah, beginner amigurumi pattern. So, oh, that's the one that I was thinking of. There's birds. So all you would have to do for the bird is do the shape, which is like an egg shape, the little wings and the nose. So they're really good to try as a first go, because the shape's very simple. If you are okay with color changes, then maybe something like a bee would be pretty good, because again it's mainly just one shape, and then you can make the 2 wings as just flat shapes and sew them on. But yeah, definitely look at I just googled beginner amigurumi projects. There's one here where you make like a little monster, where basically all the monsters are the same. They're like just this little bean shape, and then you can use felt or embroidery or whatever you want to add different faces. Jellyfish, they're a good one. That's one of the first ones that I did, was a jellyfish or an octopus, because you do the circle like ball body, and then the tentacles are just like, I think it's like one row, like a chain of however many, I don't know, 20, and then in each chain stitch you do like 2 or 3 single crochets, and it makes it curly, and then you just attach them to the bottom. So there's quite a few good ones that are good if you like for beginner projects. Definitely worth looking at if you want to try it. You've done a good job of the living room.
What?
You've done a good job of the living room.
Yeah, how's you doing?
It looks great.
I'm not doing okay now.
Okay, well, you're doing a good job. What kind of things have you been making? Like blankets and stuff? I think that's what I started with. I'm always here to answer questions if you need any help with anything, or you stuck on a bit, or you're struggling on a bit, or whatever. I'm always here to always answer questions where I can. I don't have a lot of knowledge in this old noggin, but what I do have, I'm happy to share. Oh, this is a... I was worried that this wouldn't be bushy enough, but this is quite glorious, this beard. And I can always add extra bits in, like even once I've done the hair, if I do feel that it's not quite enough, I can always add extra anytime. Made slippers. See, I struggle to make slippers sometimes. Like when I first started, I still struggle to make like baby slippers. Especially getting them the same size is impossible. I can never make 2 things the same size. Look at any of my amigurumi and they've always got, one arm's always bigger than the other. So that's really cool. Making a headband and ear warmers. I tried coasters too. Nice. Yeah, those are great things to start with. I remember making a blanket, and then I remember making my daughter a headband. That was the first things I made. Something that's got like repetitive stitches, so you can just practice and practice your tension. Thing is with tension is it's just something that it just comes along as you're doing it. It's not really anything that you can practice to a degree, if you know what I mean. It's just what happens through you crocheting. The more you crochet, the kind of better your tension will get, or you'll find your tension. Some people obviously crochet tighter, crochet looser. I crochet quite tight. Oh god, that wasn't very good. Oh, there we go. Looking at the pictures, and she's kind of done it as a triangle, and I do want to make sure that his beard is adequately bushy, so although I don't think she's done every stitch like I have. I'm not bothered about it looking exactly the same. I like it when it looks a bit different, so then I know that it's, you know, that it's like, you know, Sam made that one. They're a bit derpy, but you can see that they're handmade, and you know that I made that one because every time I make amigurumis, one arm is longer than the other. You know, and things like that. I think we'll just put 2 more under here and see how that goes. Because our Hagrid does have a very bushy beard. I don't want it to be completely empty underneath. Thank you. It's always the same arm that's longer. I don't know. I should make it so that I always put like the longer one on the left, or whichever, the longer one on the right, so you know. Oh, left arm's longer. Sam made that. It's like my signature at this point. Honestly, like, look at his legs. One's longer than the other. Look at her legs. In fact, they're the same leg. This one's longer. Snow's found me out. Right arm's longer, counterfeit. Exactly. That's how you'll figure it out. You know it's a fake. You know I just got lazy and made Boyf make it for me instead. Look at that. At least I know all of these are going to have one leg longer than the other. My cookies are turning out alright, I think. God. Oh. I'm so hungry. I had a breakfast bar for breakfast, which is not the best, but when I'm doing like my dieting stuff, I always find breakfast to be the hardest thing to find something to eat for. Like switch things out for, so it's fine. I'll just have a big old salad for lunch. I'm excited. And I did actually try ranch for the first time the other day. It's not really like a sauce that we have here. But I found it in the supermarket, so I was like, oh, I'll try that. And that was quite nice. What would I normally have for breakfast? Recently I've been having, usually I have something toasted, so I'll have toast. I don't tend to have cereal. I'll have toast or like a tea cake or a crumpet, but I'll have like loads of butter on anything that I have. And on toast recently I've been having chocolate spread. But it's like the double chocolate spread that's like milk chocolate and white chocolate spread mixed, like swirled together. And it's so delicious, but so naughty. And like, even though I put chocolate spread on toast, I still put butter on it as well. It's just not a healthy time. Not a healthy time. And I really need to get back on getting rid of a lot of fat out of my diet for my gallbladder, because that was kicking off a little bit the other night again. Well, from what the doctor said, gallbladder, but yeah, need to get back on that. Things like chocolate spread on toast is not good for the old gallbladder. Not mine anyway. Elove Art, thank you very much for the follow. We're closing in on that 800 followers. It's insane. I don't know. So cool. what have you done? You've broken the curtains. Hello. Yeah, we're making some yarn curly whirly to make Hagrid a beautiful beard. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. And I've stopped drinking tea as well because I have tea with 2 sugars in it. And I end up drinking a lot of tea. So which equals a lot of sugar. I have sweeteners, but it's just not the same. And I can't drink tea without sugar in it. So I tend to just cut it out altogether. I am well, trying to wake up, got the coffee. Nice.
Just have to excuse me, I'm just going to scrub this table.
Okay.
Might be a little bit on the stream.
Alright, well we'll let you off. Seeing as you are cleaning. Okie dokie, I think this is the last one for his beard. Whoop, right, let's... Oh yeah! Okay, don't worry about the 2-step at the bottom, it's because I didn't trim it. There we go, I've trimmed it a bit. But I'm gonna go back through it and just like zhuzh it up so it looks good. That is Boyf. He's been cleaning while I've been streaming. Normally he's at work while I stream, but he's got a few days off work, so I didn't stream yesterday because we went out for the day instead. I did stream in the evening, but I didn't stream in the morning like I normally do because we went out. It is a wobbly table. He's been cleaning today, quietly cleaning while I've been streaming. I made Professor McGonagall last week. Here's Professor McGonagall. I love her hat. I ended up making her hat out of sparkly yarn, as you can see. A little bit on the camera there, picking it up. Not her dress, just her hat. And I thought it looked really cute in sparkly yarn. So there's her. And then we have a Hollow Knight, who we made last week, who's super cute. He just hangs out with her. So. Oh, I missed one. Come here, you. Oh, I missed another one. Oh my god. I missed some. Thank you. I'm glad you like her. She's really cute. The patterns are by somebody called Daisy and Storm, and they have a whole set of them, like Harry in his Quidditch gear and Luna with her glasses on, all kinds. They're really, really cool, and I like them because they all have the same base, kind of like body size and pattern, so they're all gonna match when they're all done, which I like. There we go. There we go. So there's Hagrid's beard. It needs to be a bit shorter because I think we kind of want to see his belt, but it'll make more sense when he's got his hair on. One, two, yeah, that's about right. Cool. So it'll need chopping, it'll need trimming. It needs to be a bit shorter, but well, actually, it needs to be like here, I think. But I don't want to like just snip it because then it'll be just really blunt. I want to like... I need my hairdresser sister to just come and do this for me. I'm going to kind of cut it sideways-ish if I can. Both ways. I want the ends to look quite scraggly. And the more that he's kind of messed with, I think, like the more I mess with his beard, it's going to make it look more fluffy and really help it have that scraggly look that I want. There's some bits I don't want it that scraggly. I just don't want to cut blunt across. Although what I might do actually, because this is going to take forever, I might cut bluntly across and then kind of try and make it look more scraggly. That might be the way to do it. Needs a good bit chopped off. There we go. Cut bluntly a little longer than you want the scraggly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Ow. Don't cut your own fingers. That's always a good one as well. It's all good, don't worry. Most of the time I can't speak. So normally I'm pronouncing things wrong and my words won't come out and yeah, it's all just, there we go. There we go. Oh gosh, what happened to you? All right then. There we go. That's a bit better. There we go. That's a good length. And it looks quite scraggly at the bottom. I like it. There we go. It looks weird now because he doesn't have his hair. When he has some hair, I'm sure he'll look better. So let's add him some hair. So we're kind of starting from... It's going to kind of have a part here, I think, to kind of here. So, just add some bits in. Try a hairbrush gently. I could. I use, normally to brush out yarn, I use a cat brush. That has not been used on my cat. It is just for yarn. But I tried it earlier and it just tends to, it like almost like felts it and just makes it really fluffy if you keep going. So I'm worried that it'll get rid of the curls and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to need a lot more yarn than this, but that's okay. Watches avidly to learn how to do hair. I've done it a few different ways because like McGonagall's is kind of like just flat because she doesn't need any actual hair because she has a hat on. Whereas Hagrid needs a bit more oomph to his hair. So I just find a stitch, stick my hook in it, pull the loop through and pull the strands through themselves and pull and it attaches. And then if I want it fluffy, like I think I took a lot of my stuff upstairs, so I don't even know if I have him. No, he's upstairs. If I want it fluffy like on Evie, on like Evie's little kind of fluffy collar that she has, I'll brush it out and it'll go super fluffy. Or you can use a needle like we have been today to separate the hair to kind of make it more curly, but it's very soft still. Current project is Deadpool. Ooh, nice. I don't need to do the hair. Cool. How's that going? Lupin doesn't have the right to be brushed. No, he does. He has his own brush. He has his own brush. He just doesn't use that one. Where's his brush? He's probably going to come running because his favourite thing is to have his hairbrush. Might need some cleaning actually. Pull all the cat hair out of it. Oh, I knew you'd show up. See? I was like, oh. Gonna get brushed, am I? It's really hard to get the hair out of them. That's his hairbrush. Yes, it's your brush. What? There you go. You're running off. Okay. If I do this too much, he'll sit down. That's his brush. I had the cat brush before I had the cat. This one. Crochet one. Nearly finished, just the weapons left. Cool. I bet they're really fun to crochet. So there's only been one other time when I've had to do this amount of hair, and that was when I made my daughter a mermaid. And she has the most incredible hair. But my God, was it a pain. Kitty! Yeah, he has a little bed over there. So when I do like a game stream, I'll have cat cam. So he can just hang out. The problem is he's getting a bit too big for it. So he doesn't tend to sit there anymore, which makes me sad. He does have another bed, but he doesn't seem to want to sit in there either. He does what he likes. I don't know what this song is. I don't even think. So I'm doing these the other way because if I attach them this way, the little loop and the knot gets pulled to this side, so the hair will naturally flow this way. If I do it this way, his hair will naturally flow this way. There we go, that one. So it kind of naturally gives him a part. He looks crazy right now, but I promise he will look okay. I need to cut some more yarn. Brush your time! Oh yeah. It was either, well actually I think he came because he thought it was treat time. But I had to move the treats from that drawer because he keeps trying to get them out. So I've had to, we've had to hide the treats in a kitchen cupboard that he can't get into. Told you, these tuna treats. It's like cat crack. He just loves them. Gotta keep him away. I use wooden coffee stirrers that I coloured black for his... Oh, that's so clever! That's such a good idea. Very cool. I like that. I was going to try and make some of these because they don't have a pattern or say anything about a wand. And like Hermione's holding books, and I think Harry's, if you do the Quidditch one, he's holding a broom. But I thought for some of them, maybe like McGonagall, be cool to have her holding a wand, but I wouldn't want to crochet it. Something wooden, like a wooden coffee stirrer, maybe just shaped a little bit, would be quite a good idea actually. I wanted, after part way, I think I got McGonagall nearly finished. Oh, some of these are really long. And then I was like, oh my goodness, how cool would it be if I could make her turn into a cat? Like you have those topsy-turvy dolls where it's like McGonagall this way, and then if I like flip this upside down, she'd be a cat. But I don't know how to, I wouldn't know how to make her look like a cat. Because she'd have to be like a cat sat on something. And her skirt would have had to have been bigger and stuff, but it's like, yes. Maybe I'll just make a little grey cat. And then use the magic of editing to make it look like she transformed. Yeah, like a little toothpick or something. That's why I use like sparkly yarn for her hat, just to make her a little bit more magical. And I mean, I love Harry Potter. That's why my cat's named Lupin. Yeah, a toothpick for the wand would work. Okay. So I think that is a pretty good part. I'm quite happy with that. Now it's just the rest of it. I'm not going to do every stitch though. I learnt my lesson from the last time I did this. So to do this hair, for those wondering, I've cut a piece of yarn into around about 20 centimetre length. I'll just show again in case anyone missed it earlier. Fold it in half. Put my crochet hook under a stitch, like through a stitch. So it's just through a stitch. Use the hook to pull the loop through. So you've got a loop. And then I pull the two ends through the loop and pull it tight, and then that kind of like knots it around the stitch, and then it's done. So easy peasy way of doing it. It is easy, but it just takes time. And you do have to remember that it does some, like with the mermaid that I did as well, because her hair's so long, it makes the head really heavy. So making sure that there's like plenty of stuffing in their neck and stuff is always good as well, just to make sure that it'll keep their head up. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I like to try and explain what I'm doing, because I don't know, sometimes different people obviously can do things differently, so I think it's quite interesting to see how other people do it, if they do it differently or not. It looks a bit more like Hagrid, but he looks like Hagrid going to like a prom. It's got very straight hair. Looks rather dapper. Do you use a dowel inside to help balance stiffen the neck? I don't. I had a friend who used to use a pipe cleaner, because especially when the necks are this thin. She used to use a pipe cleaner, but she'd like double it over. And that was always good, like pipe cleaners in the arms if you want posable arms and stuff. I tend to just go with stuffing, just because a lot of the times the things that I'm making get pinched by my children and they sleep with them, and I think they like having them all like fluffy and wobbly and stuff. So, but a dowel or something like that could be a very good idea. Yeah, could be something that I look at. pipe cleaners is normally the way that I go. With something bigger, a dowel would definitely work. That'd be good. You got me thinking. Which is always good. So I keep stopping and just checking. Oh, look at him. He's very handsome, isn't he? His hair like this. Right, let me do this side. Get him a bit of zhuzh. Like I say, when I did the mermaid, I did every stitch, and then by the time I got to the back of her head, I was just like, this is too much. Her head is so heavy already. So what I ended up doing on the back of her head was I actually filled it in like that, like a triangle. So it wasn't all the way. Kind of like what I've done with his beard, because his beard isn't this thick all the way down. I've done it to a point. So it gives it the fullness underneath, but it's not like straight up and down, just completely full of beard. And this is why sometimes, like with this one, it's nice that I have a little, like, I call it a wig cap, but I don't know what you'd actually call it. A little cap under his hair of the same colour, because then I don't have to do every stitch. That was one of the problems with the mermaid, was that I felt that I had to do every stitch because you could see her scalp underneath really easily. This, because it's brown underneath, especially when it's made bigger, it's going to look a lot more like there's a lot more hair there than there is. Which is good for me. Yeah, exactly. The hair's not going to move and you're going to have a big bald spot, or you know, you're not going to have areas that you may have missed by accident but are very like easily seen missed areas. Every time I look at him, he just with his little, he looks like he's got like some kind of gel slicking his hair down. This song's a bit groovy, isn't it? And you can do it however you want. Some people will start like here and work their way down. Some people start at the bottom, work their way up. I tend to start from wherever the hairline is because I find that easier, and then I just work my way around from there. I'm just kind of randomly placing them every couple of stitches, and you can always go back in, as I said with the beard, you can always go back in and add hair to spots. Like if I come back here and I'm like, oh, there's nothing in the middle of that, I can just quickly add one in. It's not a big deal. Do. Bargain hunts on the telly, which is just grand. Da, 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 da. Go. And I don't think I'm really going to trim a lot of this. I might make some longer bits for the top, because obviously they're coming down quite a bit shorter, but so far, so good. Right, I just need more bits. But I can always add longer bits in after. That's what I like about it. And when I did the mermaid's hair, I ended up actually wrapping her hair around, like wrapping the yarn around the top of her chair and then cutting it, and that was kind of the perfect length for her hair rather than having to do it like this. So that was quite nice because you could get like 100 pieces at once. Do, 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 do. I could get one of the kids doing this later, just cutting yarn. I'm sure they'd love that. For a price, no doubt. There we go. Hello, Cookie. How are you, lovely? How are you? Oh, little noodles. So a bit of a rough time lately, but oh, loving how the Hollow Knight turned out. Thank you. Yeah, he's really cute. He turned out super cute. I was very happy with him. Currently trying to finish assembling the bloody unicorn. It's driving you insane. Oh no, naughty unicorn. Oh yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm really good. Today's been bananas. But bananas in the best way. It's been awesome. Glad to be doing Hagrid's beard and hair. I'm looking forward to doing this because I love just... you can very easily zone out doing this. It's just the same thing over and over. It's pretty easy. And I just zone out and get it done. So how last you have to do? Nope, I need to make his belt. He's going to have a little belt around his tummy, and I need to make him a lighter brown, kind of beigey, creamy coloured cloak. And then he will be done. Hello, Loops. What's the matter? What's up? Yeah, you can't have the yarn, I'm sorry. It's not for kitty cats. Okay. You're just gonna sit there. Just gonna stick your big butt in the camera, okay? Okay. Okay, Papa. I gotta finish the unicorn! Yeah! Get it done. Once it's done, then you can... Oh god, cat. So much cat hair. Once it's done, you'll feel so good. I love that part. Sometimes I get impatient that, like, when things take a long time, I'm like, I just want them to be done. I'm just ready now for them to be done. Gonna crochet along. Awesome. Enjoy. I hope it brings you good unicorn look. It is cat tax. Unicorn poops. It just reminds me of a toy that the kids want at the moment that's like, it's this toy unicorn and you like feed it this stuff and then the stuff that it eats is like the ingredients for slime and then you have to like shake it up and it poops the slime. That's how you get it out the unicorn, you make it poop. And it's like all the rage at the moment. And I'm just like, ew. It's not even a cute unicorn, that's the worst part. The unicorn's terrifying. There's so many things I want to be done, but I don't want to do it. Hell yeah. Probably doing all these a bit too far apart, but it's okay. I'm gonna say cleaning, cooking, work. Pootsy slime surprise. Yeah, that's the one. All of the things. Exactly. Yes, she wants one, but she is not having one. Painting's waiting to be finished. Ah. It's amazing how quickly you can use like all the yarn up in his hair, really. Okay, no more. I'm not going to put any more up front. Because
So I'm just going to sand this table.
Really, right now? If you give me 5 minutes, I'm finishing up in 5 minutes. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I can almost get away with that. Like, the back isn't... Okay, yeah, no. We need a bit more in the back, I think. A bit more party in the back. He definitely needs one in there, doesn't he? But...
You have to tell me if this is too much.
Well, if you just give me literally 2 minutes, I'm going to be finishing.
Oh, I want to do it now.
So all of the adult stuff we should be doing but never do anyway. Yes, exactly. All that darn adulting that we're meant to do. Yeah, pull apart some of these. I don't plan on cutting his hair too much if I can help it. We're going to pull these apart so they get all nice and curly-whirly. Definitely going to take me some time. But as I say, this is something that I'll probably just sit and do maybe in the evenings this week while I'm playing RuneScape or something pretty AFK. Watching some Netflix. But I will put updates up on Instagram, so you can find all the creative stuff I do over on Instagram. So I post it all. They can hear you. The kids have destroyed the top of our wooden table. It's covered in paint and like paper that's been accidentally glued, or it got wet and then it's like stuck to the table, and pens and all sorts. So for ages we've been meaning to kind of try and... The only way really would be to repaint it or sand the top. So Boyf is trying sanding it. So we'll see how that goes. Kids. I know. Thankfully they're older now, so they don't do things like that. Not on purpose anyway. It's all by accident. Tested some things with acrylics. Mine is on Hollow Knight creatures. Yes! I want to see them snow! Do you have like an Instagram Snow? Like an arty Instagram? Or just an Instagram where you post these things? I've seen some of them that you post in Discords and stuff. Get the plane for a good shaving. I don't know what he's doing. Using some wet sandpaper? Like sandpaper you have to wet? I don't know. Just whatever we've got in the cupboard. Don't know if I can post on Insta. Why? Yeah. One of mine is my stepdaughter. And then the other one was a happy surprise. At the time, a very terrifying surprise. But turned into a very happy surprise. But I never imagined myself having children at this age. That's for sure. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Okay, right. This will be the last one because it's 1:30. Yeah, I'd love to see them, Snow. There is a pictures tab, I think. Or you can... No, you'd put them in creative space because that's where the art goes. In creative space. I'd love to see them. At least you're a nice stepmom from what I can hear. My ex-stepdad was an absolute butthole. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, she always jokes that she's like, she doesn't have an evil stepmom. I was like, I can be, if you'd like me to be. No, I'm really close with her. She's awesome. We stream together sometimes. And she's actually started, now she's old enough, she's started streaming on her own. She used to do YouTube. She had a little YouTube channel, but yeah, now she's started streaming on her own every now and then when she comes and visits. So... she's a good one. I demand my own personal gallery channel to post my art. Okay. It won't let me do an apostrophe for Snows. There you go, Snow's Art Gallery. Ask and you shall receive. Done it, too late. Triple chocolate ice cream banana split. I would say yes, but I don't have bananas. And we don't really have chocolate ice cream. We don't have chocolate ice cream either. And I can't even do the splits. So... Never posted that. I do see it on, like, that's what I said. I do see it on, I see it on other people's Discords. Don't worry, you don't have to post it on mine. Don't you worry. I see it in Lilac's. I'm just going to post things like the Mona Lisa in the art gallery now. Yeah, pretty much. If you bring me the ice cream and the bananas, then sure. Ooh, nice. And he stands by himself. That's so cool. I love the detail on, like, his knees and his legs and his belt. And he looks so happy. It's very cool. It's the third time I'm taking stuff apart on the unicorn. Cookie, what? This unicorn needs a telling off. Now I'll post on my own channel and stop all the others. Don't worry, I'll take it down if you want me to. Gotta do it for the lols. I might change maybe pictures to like art gallery or something. I don't know. I need to zhuzh up the Discord a bit. Zhuzh it up. Change a few things around. Now I'm getting in the rhythm of doing this curly hair. It's a lot easier than I initially thought it would be. Not over twisted there, I think. Yeah, it's very cool, isn't it? Very cool. So what I love about amigurumi is being able to just... You think of a character, you can make it. You see a character in a movie, you can make it. You see something in a game, make it. You want to make something custom, make it. Don't do it. I'm just trying to do some of the front bits here so that just before I go I can show you what he's going to look like when he's done. I know you can't really see what I'm doing. Just pulling apart. Untwisting the hair and then using a needle to separate the 3 strands. Although sometimes I only do pull one out. Now that's the kind of thing I can get behind. She doesn't show how she's done the back of the head, because he's just, at this rate, he's just gonna be a big old bush. Okay. So it's a bit too crazy right now, but and it's not finished. But that kind of gives you an idea of what he's going to look like. Oh gosh, now boy's hoovering. You quit one of your jobs. That's a happy face, so I assume that that's a yay. A yay! Thank you! I think he's turning out not too bad. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Paste me. Oh, well, that's good then. I'm glad. I'm glad you managed to find a way that, you know, would make you able to leave. For sure. Because it sounds like you needed to get out of there, so I'm glad you were able to. But lovely folks, that's where I'm going to finish up for today. I'm going to go get something to eat. Thank you very much for hanging out with me this morning. Gimme, gimme. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go and eat. And all that fun stuff. But we will go and raid. We're gonna raid somebody called Vaneka, who is doing an art stream. So I do have a raid message that you can use if you wish. I'll be raiding and running because I need to go and eat. But let's go and say hi. Did that work? Yes, it did. Go and go on over and say hello. Oh, they have a little kitty too. We'll go say hi, as I've said about 70 times. But thank you very much for hanging out with me this morning. For all of the crazy sub love. It's been insane, and all the bits and everything else, the follows. It's just been mad. Thank you so, so much. I can't thank you enough for all of the love this morning. I'll be back again tomorrow playing Hollow Knight. So if you haven't, make sure you follow so you know when I go live. We're going to dive into Hollow Knight some more as well. Thank you for all of the love and support and everything. It's been amazing. And Hagrid says thank you too. Let's go and raid, go and say hi. It's been lovely meeting you too. It's been nice having meeting some new people. That's always fun. We'll see you later. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I can't even see me waving.